We got the homie Ronnie,
Hey guys.
and he has a Voiceless Voice deck profile for us. He's
Yes,
been
sir.
killing the game with it for
Sheesh.
like the past 4 or 5 months.
Oh
Yesterday
yeah.
he got third at OTS,
Mm-hmm.
but he ended up changing the deck a little. But how do you feel about the deck on the format, bro?
All right, bro. So the Rizzo matchup, I think it's pretty good. Honestly, I think we have a solid deck. I think we're about 50-50 against Rizzo. I think Rizzo has like better consistency, but the fact that you're able to kind of like have like some protection with Voiceless, pretty good. And able to play a lot of non-engine. Against the Malice matchup, I've played like 3 Malice matches, and I feel like I just have to be more knowledgeable about the matchup. Like if you don't have Lancia, you probably lose. Which I didn't have Lancia, so I lost. So I don't think it plays as good into Malice unless, maybe I'm just dumb. You know what I mean? And I don't know where to hit it because Binder goes off as full combo and I lose.
Uh huh.
But against Rizzo, I think the deck is really good. And
Especially
other,
that target protection is insane, bro. And
Yeah.
Travis,
too good.
yeah,
too
to
good.
bounce back in here and summon, yeah, it's insane.
Yep. Too good. I think the deck is I'd put it in like top 5s, like best decks. I think that's where I'm gonna put it. You know what I mean? At least. We're gonna start with the hand traps. I think this is a must to play right now. 3 Ash. Very good. You have to Ash anything. Ash is very important right now. You gotta Ash a lot of stuff. Valor in combination. I think Nibiru could be a must-have because you got a lot of Fiendsmith variants running around. So any combination of those is good. Imperms. So any combination of these is like breaking a board, going second. And then I was testing a heavier package, but now I'm looking at just 1-in-1. The Magnamut I think is a must-have in Voiceless, and then the Druid's Worm.
1 mag, 1 Druis.
Yeah. So a total of 14 hand traps. Yeah, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 14. 14 hand traps. So against Rizzo, I think this is really good. I think if I have some suggestions, because I was playing another Druid's Worm in the heavier package, it was like 43. It was fine. Malice, it's okay. You have to wait until I think the white binder uses its effect, and then when they do the other stuff to link it off, and then you hit them on end phase with it. But I think these are must-haves. I don't play the chummy cards. One, because I don't have it, but I also don't think you fully need them if you like play good. I think you just need to see more multiples of hand traps if you don't play the mul chummies.
So that's more like a budget build.
Yeah, I would say it's more of a budget build. I think Voiceless doesn't need to run it. And if anything, I'd probably run Perulia and then side the Fulos if I did. So that's the hand trap count. And then we're gonna do the standard cookie cutter build, So it's gonna be the low, self-explanatory. She's like 1 card, technically a 1-card combo. This deck has like multiple 1-card starters. I wouldn't really say it's a combo deck, but it is pretty much 1 card into every board for Voiceless going first. 3 Diviner. I think you could technically play 2 Diviner, but then like your consistency is like a little bit lower, because you do have like technically 6 normals, like any normal. She doesn't always have to be normal, but in worst case scenarios you normal her. The three girls, she's a must-have. You can't cut her. Sometimes I cut 1 through siding, and then some other cards. I'm just still testing whether I should cut that, which is because seeing multiples and I just brick. So yeah, that's a thing. And then you have the big boy himself. You always play him at 2, because 3 is a brick, 2 is perfect, 1 is 2 less. The difference between this build and my tournament build is I'm playing the 1 Ceravis. I'm one of those that still prefer 2 Ceravis, but in this build I have to just play 1 because I don't have much room. I think the the thing between the Voiceless community is like, do you main deck this or side deck this? This is the Odd Eyes Pendulum Graph. Honestly, I say main deck it, because if I draw it going second, then it's just gonna get summoned as a beater, and if they don't get rid of it, then it's just on the board. I think that's just how I look at it. Otherwise, you could side it and then keep this ritual count. But I'm not comfortable just having 3 rituals, so I play 4.
Do you side it out going second against Ryzel, or do you keep it in?
Yeah, sometimes I side it out. One time I sided it out, and then the issue was I needed another ritual to search. And then I didn't have a target, so sometimes I keep it in. And then I play the Nadir engine, so I'm looking at Maximus. And then the Ceravis, and then the Trius. Those are like mandatory. I feel like the deck going forward has to play the Dogmatica engine, since like stuff like Aggregator is around, stuff like that you can play. Aggregator and any other extra deck that gets like benefits from being sent to the graveyard. So that's the monster lineup. We play the 1 trap card, the Radiance. 2 is too many, 3 is too many, 1 is perfect. The 1 blessing. Technically, these are kind of like the bricks of the deck, but you can play around it. They're both too good, bro. And then the standard 3 barrier that everyone hates. You play the 2 ritual spells. 3 is too much. I think 3 in the grind game is like okay, but then like obviously like 2 is like the sweet spot for like every Voiceless deck, so they're gonna play that. We're doing 2 of the preparations. I took inspiration from the dude who topped in the YCS. What was it? Was it day 2? I think it was in Anaheim. And he played 2, and I was like, okay, I see his like. He was playing 2, and that kind of gave me inspiration to test out 2. I'm still wondering if this is like the way to go going forward, because I still want to play 3, but that would push my deck to like 44. I still like 3 though. We'll see. The 1 prosperity, it's a must. And then the 3 Nadir. So that is the main deck right there.
Would you add Impulse?
Yeah, I'd add it if I had it. If I don't have the Impulse, I'd definitely add it. That card's too good. I think right now it's mostly being sided though, because it doesn't really hit some decks, so it's like sided more. But I think before they were maining it a lot. So for the extra deck, mandatory is the Odd Eyes. So for the Pendulum Graph, this comes in like I probably summoned it twice over the weekend. Chaos Angel, almost never make it. The Herald, Elder Entity, Garura, and then we have the Salamangrate, SP Little Knight. You have the Almirage's best friend, Gardena, the 2 Dino Mundo, the Light Charmer, Access Code, never made it, the Anima, pretty much for the SP or debate out something, Aggregator, because everyone's playing it, and then the Typhon. Everything is good. I think when it comes to Voiceless, it really just is like, do you want to play a different, like, do you want to play that Attic Nister, Synchro 1, Pegasus, or whatever? Do you want to play like the freaking Tri Brigade, like Link monsters to get effects, you know? Like, it really just depends. Like, the extra deck is just so versatile. Before I switched to this build though, I was also playing that 2nd Ceravis ritual, but I was also testing out the Shadal build. So I was running a heavier Dogmatic account. It was Ecclesia plus Punishment, and then in the extra deck it was 1 Construct, 1 Winda, and 1 App Cologne. And then in the main deck it was the Shadal Trap. I forgot what it's called. I was testing that.
Schism?
Yeah, Schism. There you go. Yeah, so I found that to be really good. I got 3rd. I thought it was okay. I think the issue is like, it makes your going first board better, but it makes your going second like more brickier, because now you're playing like somewhere between like 3 bricks.
You got the side?
Oh, yeah, I got the side. This is my new side I've been tinkering with for the last couple days. All right. So the 2 tactics. And then the other triple tactics.
2 and 2.
Yep, 2 and 2. 3 Cyclone, because don't like back row. 3 Ultimate Slayer. The Duster. 2 Lightning Storms. And the 1-in-1 for the Thrust. Yeah. Honestly, would I change anything? Honestly, like, I'm still testing this. Like, in theory, like, this sounds like it's good. You know what I mean? Being able to search these 3 off Thrust. Or this, technically, if you really wanted to. I think that sounds good. Or this one. So you technically have 5 Thrust targets. Or if I'm just, you know, or tactics, being able to search tactics. Like, that was my theory in it. I think 2 is okay. I think going forward though, Slayer should be played in the side or the main of Voiceless. I even am gonna go as far as to say that it could be played in the main. Like, especially if you're really bad at die rolls, I think this card is like really good going forward. Not as good as Nadir, but like almost as good as Nadir. It's like being able to play 2 Nadirs. Yeah, I think the deck is good. I just think it might struggle a little bit more with the Malice matchup, only because they can do non-target banish like twice and just get rid of barrier, which that happened. I don't know. It's kind of hard to play as much hand traps as other people are playing in this deck. Like, I was pushing my deck to 14, and I feel like I'm already at the max that I could play it at. Yeah, I think the deck is a good solid pick. It's a good budget pick. It's a good pick overall. And a lot of people, yeah, I don't know. I don't think anyone's really like ready for it. You know, like I think the deck is good. You know? I just think against Malice, it's not as good. It struggles, bro. I feel like it struggles a little bit. But that's it.
Yeah, bro. Appreciate it, homie.